Hi, this is the Connector, Tracy G, and today we're going to talk about 5 reasons why your marriage or relationship may be failing. No matter who you are, we all start out the same, in love, our own version of paradise. Some of us is just being together. Some of us want a few more things, and whatever that entails. But somewhere along the way, things go wrong or they just aren't what we expected. So let's get right into it. The number one reason why things might be falling apart is one of you is being a bully. If you as a couple do not feel like you have equal ground and someone is not feeling like they have a say when it comes to pretty much anything in the house, they might start feeling resentful and they might start not telling you the truth, hiding things from you because they're afraid you're going to stop them. So, in the infamous words of Jack Nicholson, you can't handle the truth. So you might want to start listening to your spouse a little more. And I mean, really listen and give them a little say in everything around the house if you want things to work. Okay, moving on to the next. Number two, you need to speak each other's love language. Uh, there's a book called The Five Love Languages by Gary Chapman. I suggest you get it. Otherwise, here's a quick little notation of them. Number one, words of affirmation. One of you needs to hear words of affirmation, like you're doing a good job or thank you for that. Number two, acts of service, actually getting her a cup of coffee in the morning or making him supper or making her supper. Number three, gifts, getting or receiving gifts is some people's main love language. Four is quality time, making time to be there for each other and actually sit on the couch and spend time together or go out to a movie or go fishing, whatever. Um, and then number five is physical touch. So you need to figure out what language is your spouse's main love language. It can change things immensely. Number three, ego. It's all about me and mine and my. They're oblivious to the spouse's needs at all, and they don't think you need anything. They use fear and guilt to control you, and the only way, and then they also convince the spouse that it's their fault in the end. So these type of relationships, I'm sorry, are toxic, and the only way you can have any chance of saving that marriage is to help that person to realize they are living in their ego and help them to move out of that. Okay, this next one, some people are going to get mad at me, but you need to know it. Number four, putting the children before your spouse. Ladies and men, you guys need to realize you need to make sure that your spouse feels number one. You are raising these children together. They are not in charge of this household. You are, as a couple, you need to be a united front when it comes to the kids, because otherwise the kids are going to tear you apart or try to use you against each other for their own well-being and needs. And that's what they are. They're children. They are going to try to manipulate you and get their way. I mean, it's their ego too. So you need to be smarter than your children and realize that your spouse needs to come first. And think of it this way, when your child gets older, do you want them to make the person that they marry and walk down the aisle feel like they're second fiddle for the rest of their life because you're in love with your children more than you are your spouse? So I'm just saying, don't do that. It's wrong, it's hurtful, and in the end, you're going to get divorced or you're going to be in an unhappy marriage. And finally, people, last but not least, number five, lack of communication. You need to talk to each other. You need to express your emotions. You need to have more than a, how was your day? Kind of a talk when you get home from work. You need to dive into hopes and dreams and, hey, how was Phil today? Or, hey, is Jill still giving you a problem? Or, hey, do you still have a headache? Did you get that taken care of? showing that you care more than just on a very lame one-dimensional level. You need to dive into those 3 and 4 dimensions below, the surface that you don't just use with other people at work. Intimacy. 100% of intimacy comes from communication. You need to feel close to each other mentally and emotionally before you're going to get anywhere close to physical contact that's going to mean something and really be worth it. So, with that, I'm hoping this has helped some. If you need more guidance in how to make you and your relationship stronger with your significant other, I am going to be doing another one on 10 ways to make your relationship better. So I would suggest tuning in on that one too. Well, I enjoyed our time together. I hope this helps. And just know that I am behind you 100% to try to support you in your relationship with the person you love. And this is all supposed to help, not hurt. So good luck, and I'll see you soon.